Hey, let's do lesson 1, module 2.4. Yeah. Hey, cut the music. Hey, all right, let's talk about writing quadratic equations. So there's 3 situations that we can write a quadratic equation in. One of them is if we're given the vertex and 1 point on the parabola. Another one is if we are given the x-intercepts, let's call them P and Q, and another point on the parabola. And if we're just given any 3 points on the parabola. Right now, let's focus on that first one. So if we have the vertex and a point, we're going to use, that's right, vertex form. Let's have a look. All right, so we got a graph here, and this graph represents the parabolic path of a circus clown who gets shot out of a cannon and lands on a net. And we want to find out how high that net is. And so what are we going to use? We know that this height up here, where he reaches his highest point, is 50 feet across and 35 feet high, because that's the x and that's the y. And that is the vertex of this parabola. And then this over here is our one other point. So we are going to use vertex form, which is y equals a times x minus h quantity squared plus k, where our vertex is hk. So we got a point here, so actually our vertex here, this is h and k, and then this other point we have is our x and our y. And we're going to plug these numbers in to this formula. So the y is going to be the y value that we know about. So 15 equals, a is what we don't know about, and then x is our 0 minus h, which is 50, squared, plus k, 35. And now the only variable we have left is a, so we can solve for a. So we get 15 equals a times, let's see, 0 minus 50 is negative 50. But when you square it, negative 50 times negative 50 is positive 2,500 plus 35. So I want to get a by itself. It's times 2,500 plus 35. So I'm going to start by subtracting 35 from both sides of the equation. And then I get negative 20 equals, those cancel out, that's a times 2,500. And then to get a by itself, I'm going to divide both sides by 2,500. So I want to do 20 divided by 2,500, and I get 0.008. But this was a negative 20, so this is going to be negative 0.008. And these guys cancel out, so I get a equals negative 0.008. So the function that I get is, now I know what a is, I know what h and k is, so the general formula is going to have x and y in it, so it'll be y equals negative 0.008 times x minus 50 squared plus 35. So that is the equation of this here parabola. And we know the performer lands in a net 90 feet horizontally from the cannon. So what's the height of that net? So this point here is 90 comma something. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug a 90 in for x and then find out what that y value is so we know how high the net is. So here is our function up here, and we're going to plug a 90 in for x. So we get y equals negative 0.008 times 90 minus 50 is 40. 40 squared plus 35. All right, 40 squared is 16 with 2 zeros after it, so 1600 times negative 0.008 plus 35. And now I just want Mr. Calculator to do the rest for me. So 1600 times 0.008 is 12.8, but that's negative. Y equals negative 12.8 plus 35. And 35 minus 12.8 is 22.2. So the net is about 22.2 feet high. All right, let's just do one more. Write an equation of a parabola that passes through the point negative 1, 2 and has vertex 4, negative 9. So our vertex is h and k, and our other point is our x and y. And vertex form is y equals a times x minus h squared plus k. Plug in what we have. So y is 2. 2 equals a times x is negative 1 minus h is 4, plus k, which is negative 9. So 2 equals a times negative 1 minus 4 is negative 5 squared. Adding a negative 9 is same as subtracting 9. Negative 5 squared is 25. Now let's isolate a. Let's add 9 to both sides. So we get 11 equals 25a. And to get a by itself, we're going to divide both sides by 25. 11 divided by 25 is 0.44. So a equals 11 over 25, or 0.44. So we can now write our formula, our equation for this parabola. Y equals the a value, and you can write either one. 11 over 25, that's fine. X minus h, so minus 4 squared, plus k, which is k is negative 9, so plus a negative 9 is minus 9. And so this is an equation of that parabola. And so is this. And what should we do now?
Listen, we're talking about practice.
Yeah, let's practice. Let's go do some practice.